Hi Pisces, this is Rebecca, Empathic Crow. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, thank you for watching the video, returning any likes, shares, and subscribes that help to get this message and other messages where they need to get. So this is a message that is for May 2026. That's the energy, but it's timeless. So anytime you see it, it could have a message for you. Now, please always trust your intuition, use your discernment, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, all the things, because it is a general collective reading. So when I was trying to ask, what is it that Pisces, like, what's the theme? What do they need to know? What do we need to focus on? I did not get any direct message like I often do. Well, I guess I did kind of get a direct message, but it wasn't like I just had a clear thought, song, whatever. So I close my eyes and I see just pink and I hear this song from the 80s and it was the band named The Bangles? I think so. I can see the singer. She's got this poofy brown hair. I think it was kind of curly, real pretty. But anyway, the song coming through was Eternal Flame. And all I could hear was, say my name, sunshine through the rain, the whole life, so lonely, till you come and ease the pain. I don't wanna lose this feeling. So I don't know where we're going with that, and I had to sing it because I can't always remember the lyrics unless I do. I don't know if it's because I have to hear the music to remember, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to know all that. And then all of a sudden I heard, I'm blue, da-na-na-na-na, and I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I can't tell you right now the name of the band that sings that. Eiffel 45, 54. I don't know. That may or may not be it. You can look it up. It's called I'm Blue. And I think actually, and maybe I'm supposed to lean into this too, a more recent song that used the backbeat or whatever you want to call it to it was I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright, baby, I'ma have the best night of my life, and wherever it takes me, I'm down for the... Who sings that? Is it Baby Rexha? I can't remember. Anyway, so I didn't get much from the I'm Blue, except for I did see the word communication. But the I'm Blue led to the I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling all right. So we'll see where this ride takes us. And Pisces, maybe you're down for whatever ride we're about to get onto, and that's cool. If not, no shade, no offense taken. Where are we going, Pisces? Let's start with the Inspired Neon Tarot and see where we go. So these are pre-shuffled, but I am feeling called to shuffle them 2 times. So we will do that. Pisces, I hope you're doing well. I am not sure where this energy is going, but I will say that the zodiac reads, I think I've got, yeah, Aries as my last one after you. And I have to say that it has been interesting. It has been interesting. So different, so interesting, because sometimes there are themes, and there are some readings that have had themes. Like yesterday, I had 3 of them back to back where the Wheel of Fortune came out in different placements, but all 3. So we will see. Pisces, where are we going? Spirit, what do we need for Pisces? Where are we starting with Pisces? Okay. So we've got the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, and the Knight of Cups. With this Ten of Swords, and I haven't really paid attention to the one in this one. I haven't turned on a lot of my lights at the moment, and the sun's going down. So let's see what we see in this card. So the sun's setting, and the person with the Ten of Swords, they're fully emerged. Not emerged, but laying in the water. And I say that because even in like the Modern Witch deck that I have right here, there's a little bit of water running under the person. I'm trying to think with the Rider-Waite-Smith. I think there might be a little bit of water, But for the most part, the person with the Ten of Swords in their back is like in the Rider-Waite Smith stuck in the mud, like, and I'll say things like pinned down. But this, it just feels like an extra like kick, that it's not only have you been stabbed in the back repeatedly, and so of course your emotions, I'm hearing, are drained, but it's like you're face down in the water, like just drowning in them too. It's just, ugh, oh, heart. Having a stabbing pain in my heart. All right, we're going to take a breath. So it's like, what could be this, like if you take this out, that could be a beautiful sunset view. You got the mountains, you got the trees, all these things. But it's not beautiful. And oh, I'm blue. And you got the, like, that's a bright blue water down there. I just had a crow fly in front of my window. Okay, what's going on here? Pisces, it feels like your emotions and energy is just, I want to say all over the place, but at the same time, there's a pain, there's a drain. Like it's just, And I'm hearing eternal flame right now as I look at that sun, and there's this reflection. So like it's like the reflection is kind of even taunting you. Like you may be face down, but here's the reflection just leading to you. The reflection of the sunlight, it's right there leading to you as you're laying there with the Ten of Swords all in your back. And so it just feels, pressure in my head, it just feels very overwhelming. And then we had the Hermit. So if right now or recent past, you have been in this energy where you just felt like, I'm going to pull back from everyone. I don't want anyone around me. Like I'm seeing somebody just sitting and hoodie pulled overhead or blanket wrapped around them and really just sheltering, comforting themselves. There's still a light in you, and you know that. But you're very protective of it, which makes sense. Now, I'm noticing that his robe has a lot of pink and violet on it, and I feel like that's encouraging you to reconnect with that heart, your inner self, higher self, inner knowing, and also with that violet being in there, whatever divine connections that you have. I feel like you've done that some. No, you have done that. It's just the trust that it will be okay, because it's like, I don't know that I want to come back out of this energy. In the camera, at least how it shows up here, his beard looks a lot. It just feels, I used this word, I think yesterday, discombobulating. Like, I just did Libra's reading and it pretty much went, but this energy has just been so weird. Words are coming out different. Communication has definitely been a big thing. And that's what I was saying, is that in the camera, his beard looks really, really vibrantly blue, but it's not when you actually look at it. The water in this card is a vibrant blue, but his beard, I don't know if I get it in the light more, you can see. It looks really blue here. It's really not as blue as it looks there. So it's like that communication piece. I feel like it's pulling back, and the communication, I'm going back to that inner, that inside you feel like communication, you want it or need it to happen, but actually vocalizing it and externally, it's difficult to do. And you don't even, I feel like you don't even know if it's even worth it. Okay, when I watch that back, it'll be interesting to see how that actually came across, because it felt very confusing. Now with this Knight of Cups, notice how much pink is in there. Pisces, you're moving forward, and maybe that makes sense. So the I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling all right, is you taking back your power and saying, you left me for unalived. And yeah, I pulled back and I had to go through what I'm going through. Like I said, maybe you're still there now, but look, Pisces, you either are or you're about to. Recognize that that big heart and those emotions that you have are part of your strength. And that you're reining him in. You do have your armor on. Notice that he, of course, has his armor on. And you've got your cup and you're keeping it in your hand. But look at that horse. You're going to trot back out like, yep, got dinged up, bruised, emotions were hurting, but hey, you didn't stop me. I am still me. I just had to take some time to pull back. I'm seeing like a cat licking their wounds, and look at me now. Look at me now. And I feel like not in necessarily a cocky way, but in a confident way. So Pisces, if you don't feel that way right now, I feel like that's part of the focus, is you getting your confidence back. Oh, excuse me. And this feels like a very specific situation. So I feel like it's not going to resonate with everyone who has a Pisces sun or other placements. But hopefully it definitely 11:11 on the clock, as I say, that resonates with some. Dude, from the Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. So 11:22 on the clock as I was looking up. If you stay in this mode too long, you can be in the unbalanced King of Cups where you're not managing your emotions. You're not being able to feel balanced in your emotions. You're holding on to this crap too tightly. Yes, it happened. Yes, it's a part of us. But this is where, like, even when you go to therapy, I say we, but I'm retired now. You know, there's discussion about how do I get past this, and being able to forgive 11:55 on the clock, not even saying it to the other person. You don't have to tell them, but releasing the emotions so that you can get back into this energy where you feel like you just, like, look, this is a cups card, but that looks like fire. Like, you are confident, 12:12 on the clock. You are able to feel comfortable within yourself. You know who you are. If somebody didn't feel like you were worth it, or they didn't treat you with respect, or whatever it is that caused that eternal flame song feeling, which is kind of like a devoted, almost hopeless, but I love you, loyal. And you know, loyalty is not a bad thing, but if somebody has stabbed you, hurt you 10 times or more, even less than that sometimes, depending on the hurt, it's returning to yourself and being able to decide what you will and will not take, because you are rising to the position of the King of Cups, regardless of your gender. Gender does not matter here. You got your wand, you got your cup, you're good. All right, so Pisces, let's switch decks. What's on the bottom? The Three of Swords. All right, we were going to the bottom, 13:13 on the clock. Three of Swords, it's time to heal these hurts. They hurt. And like I said, it doesn't mean they go away, but it's being able to acknowledge them and move through them, because staying in that Ten of Swords energy is a burden that 13:33 on the clock. You're getting a lot of angel numbers, by the way. You don't have to carry. That's what I'm hearing. You don't have to carry. And then the next card, that's why I was laughing, is the Ace of Swords. I'm hearing you are the victor. Regardless of what's going on with the other person, you've cut through the crap. Not only the crap that people gave you, but also when we're hurt, some of the crap of the emotions that we carry around on our back, that we carry with us. Whatever happened, however it went down, it does not define you. We take responsibility and accountability for our actions that contributed to this situation, and we can release what no longer serves and what we feel like others put on us. So hopefully that helps. You got the Four of Wands. So you're going to be creating situations and relationships that are healthier. And this is the hard part for us to sometimes keep in mind. Because of this, those Ten of Swords, and taking that time to go inward, connect with your higher self, connect with the divine supports, really evaluate what it is that you want. You set the healthier boundaries. You know what you want, and you stand by it so that you can create more healthy, more balanced relationships with others. Collaborations that really do feel like they meet your needs and that you are not being mistreated. That feels important. Then we've got the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So we may just be coming from the bottom of the deck here, Pisces. I feel like that is the end of the Neon Tarot for us. But yeah, so the Ace of Wands, you've already got the, excuse me, you've already got the Cups down here. And then you've got the Four of Wands. My brain stopped for a second. Like it was like this hesitation. And I feel like that Spirit saying to you, don't hesitate. So you're balancing the emotions with the passions, what you want, with bringing in more joy, more creativity, allowing yourself to just be you, like this dancing freely, and then knowing that you are a co-creator in this. You make the decisions of how you move forward. You are, I'm seeing the Magician card right now. And then with these clouds and the wand pointing up, universe, source, whatever it is to you, you're a co-creator on that journey. And with that Nine of Pentacles, you put in the work, or you've already put in the work, and you're getting to a place where now you, what am I seeing? I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles from the Modern Witch Tarot, which is down here. And it has a lady who, she's out in her garden, and she's got like a smock or apron or something on. She has a little bluebird on her hat. And where I live, we have these Eastern bluebirds. I think they represent joy, harmony, peace, things like that, nurturing. And she's grown her pinnacles. Like behind her, there are crops, many of which are ready to be picked. So with that Hermit, if you put in, or maybe you've already put in that work to help heal yourself, to get past this Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and healing that inner aspect of yourself, or even the inner child, because some of these hurts are triggered or exacerbated by what happened to us as children. Things are coming through. You've got two aces, and these two aces both are like, you have the sword and the wand. Like, you're a powerhouse in this moment, Pisces. You are not this person that was left here face down in the water with the swords, right? So this is saying you've got what you need. Even the armor from the knight. Where's the knight? Even the armor. Now, the armor doesn't cover the whole body, because we still need to have our heart somewhat open so that it can be not just a brick wall that people come up and you're not letting anybody, any situations, nothing in, because then you're going to feel alone anyway. But those boundaries, that discernment, things like that, make it to where now it's an exchange, and you get to determine. That's what the armor is for. You get, and the weapons, or not weapons, but the tools. There we go. And the tools. Hopefully that doesn't cause a trigger word for the algorithms. You have the tools. I probably said a few things that might, to move forward confidently. That's what I'm feeling with all this. Like the Nine of Pentacles, look at how confident she looks. She knows what she's done, 1911. She knows the work she's put in. She is confident. Where are we going with this, Pisces? I'm seeing the wild unknown archetypes. So Pisces, where are you at right now with that? What do you need to focus on with those? The mirror. With that, what I'm seeing is that with this mirror, and I haven't actually looked at the image. Yeah, there's a full moon. Like I said, the full moon is in just a few days. Whenever you view this, if you're viewing it around April 30th, May 1st, somewhere around there, even 2 or 3 days after the full moon that's on May 1st, the energy of the full moon may be there. And this mirror is saying to look at yourself, look at that reflection, and ask yourself, what do you need to release in order to feel more confident and get to this point where you do feel like the King of Cups. You feel like you've managed your emotions. They're more balanced. They're going to come up, but your reactions may be different. So I feel like the mirror is calling you to reflect on things and release what you don't want or need, because Pisces, you're the warrior. And notice that this is the 10 up here, Roman numeral 10. You're coming to a completion, but this has been a battle. This has been a battle, and it may be a battle that you feel like you've had all your life, and it's still not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, and you're still going to have to battle sometimes. Notice this right here, we're again using our intuition. It's that third eye chakra, and there's a gem there, and it's a diamond. Diamonds are tough, and it's surrounded by gold. So you've got that tough diamond, your intuition is on point, 2111, and the gold, when you transform, when you take that pain and you turn it into this confidence and those boundaries and things that are going to help you to move through, you've alchemized the experiences that you've had. Again, it's not to say that there's not going to be something that comes up that doesn't feel good in the future, but you have tools now that help you. You recognize more quickly and you know how to get through it. With the snake down here, what I'm seeing is, even I've got a snake skin up here that I had found. It's like shedding the skin of the past. It's still a part of you. You are still you. The skin's not a part of you, but you are still you. You still hold yourself. You're just shedding the skin, the layer that you don't need. That's what you are releasing when you reflect back in this mirror. All right. I should know what this means, because one of my favorite readers talks about gnosis quite a bit. I think that's Witch and Scythe. But I will be honest that I can't remember what gnosis is right now. So I'm just going to look at the photo and see what's coming to me from this card. This is where I want to learn more on these archetypes and things. I'm not sure, can't tell you what the word means, but what I'm seeing here is breaking out of the confines, and there's a lot of density and darkness that you may have to go through. But once you start balancing those chakras, I'm hearing the song Freebird now as I see that bird. It's like you're a free bird. Now, it doesn't mean, like I said before, that there's not going to be more layers to go through, but for right now, you've made it out of the box. You've made it out of the, oh, I see in a coffin just now, but whatever felt constraining to you. So I will try to remember, let me write it down, Pisces, to look up gnosis, and maybe I put something in the description or an overlay or something to actually say what this card is about. What is the number for it? Ooh, I don't know my Roman numerals that well. So 10 and 10 is 20, and then the V is 5. What is L? I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. So we are going to put those over here. Anything else for Pisces? I feel like that was a pretty full read. So we'll just pull, I'm trying to decide, Angels and Auras, Inner Child, or Rebecca Campbell, or the Cosmic Record. Rebecca Campbell. All right, so we'll go to the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light deck. What is the guidance for Pisces? One last encouragement, guidance, something for Pisces. Oh, that's hilarious. So Pisces, this mirror is a huge theme for you for this reading. It says, who or what is triggering you? And so you have this person who's bending down at the water is reflecting, but their reflection, well, reflecting their reflection, but the image of themselves back to them, but also the roses that are in front of them. So you may be triggering yourself. Something may be triggering you, whatever it was that caused this feeling of the Ten of Swords. Focus on that. What's triggering you? With the mirror and how I explained it here, maybe even some things within yourself that you feel like are decisions you could make differently, or things that you take responsibility for, because we all have a part to play in the things that we experience. We have choices. And allow yourself to release them and see the I'm hearing smell the roses, like see the opportunities that are ahead. All right, Pisces, we will end it there, but I hope that was helpful. I hope that it made sense. I will try to remember to look up Gnosis and put something somewhere about that. Not sure that my interpretation really had anything to do with the card, but we'll see. But even with the tarot, having an understanding, training, and things like that. I'm an intuitive reader, so the same card for each person may have a different meaning. And the card, I may say a different meaning than what you find in the books or education, things like that. So that's kind of a disclaimer that I may or may not have said. Either way, thank you so much, Pisces, for sharing your energy with me. Thank you for watching this, especially if you've gotten this far. And if you would like to explore your personal situations more in depth, private reads are definitely much more accurate and also typically a bit more helpful. General reads will give you kind of some things to think about, food for thought. Private reads really help to in-depth explore. Not saying you have to book one, but if you're interested, I do offer those. I have a few days that I do several live sessions, virtual through Zoom each week. And then I also have recorded videos that are personal to you. You get a private link. If you're interested in any of those things, feel free to click the link in the bio or in my profile. Excuse me. The energy still feels weird, so I definitely encourage you, Pisces, to think about this, and whether it's the full moon or not, and the energy, as I said, lasts at least a couple of days after, 2 to 3 days before, and 2 to 3 days after. But whenever it is, even if it's the middle of the month, and I could be wrong on the moon cycles and stuff, I don't know as much about those, but for you and your wellness and that sense of balance, allow yourself to release those things. And even if you need to talk it out with a coach or a counselor or something like that, you deserve it. You deserve to feel comfortable and confident within yourself. All right, Pisces, take care, and I hope to see you again. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I always love to see the comments and would be interested in what you think about the readings or this particular reading, anything like that. I'll see you later. Thanks.